Awesome Equestrians. Are you guys excited? I'm excited. Are you excited? I hope you're excited. Well, today is the first day of August. Woo! Yay, August! Today is the first day of the Confident Rider Challenge. By the end of this month, we are all going to be more confident around our horses, working on the ground, as well as in the saddle, walking, trotting, and cantering. So how about we get started with today's video? So for the first day of this Confident Rider Challenge, I wanted to talk to you about what it looks like when your horse is relaxed. Do you know the signs of relaxation in horses? If you've watched any of the natural horsemanship people like Clinton Anderson, Pat Pirelli, people like that, I'm sure you have a general idea of what it looks like when your horse is thinking and he's relaxed and confident. And I'm also pretty sure you know what it looks like when your horse is not relaxed, not confident in your abilities, because it's pretty easy to tell when a horse is afraid because he's snorting, he's got his head clear up in the air, you can see the whites of his eyes, and it's just not really something that inspires confidence in me when I see my horses doing that. But in order to be more confident with our horses, we need to know what our horses are telling us. They can't use words to talk to us, so it's up to us as their horse person to understand what they're saying by their body language. So let's go over 5 really easy cues that you can tell that your horse is relaxed and he's understanding what you're asking of him. Number 1, licking and chewing. I'm sure you've seen your horse do this, and it's kind of an aha moment for me when I see my horses doing this when I'm working with them. But if I ask them to do something, they get the pressure and release, they do it, they understand, they'll be like, okay, I get it. And they start licking and chewing. That is probably the easiest telltale sign that your horse gets it and he's relaxing. The second sign of relaxation in a horse is a lowered head. You know when your horse is afraid and he's sniffing and snorting and blowing at everything, what happens to his neck? It goes straight up in the air, and all of a sudden your 15-hand horse looks like he's 18 hands tall. So when your horse is relaxed and he's comfortable with his surroundings, he will lower his head. And a lowered head is a good sign. So when you're working with your horse and at first his head's really high, by the end of the session his head should be low and probably licking and chewing as well. Then you know that he gets it and he's relaxed. The third sign of relaxation that you should be able to see in your horse is a cocked back leg. You know how your horse stands when he's bored, when he seems like he's just kind of half asleep and his leg is half cocked? That is a sign of relaxation. So if you're working with your horse in the arena, you're backing, you're walking, doing all kinds of other things, and all of a sudden he just stands there and he cocks his leg, that's a sign that he's relaxed and he understands what you're telling him and he's comfortable with you working around him. So a cocked leg is a very good sign to see when you're working with your horse. And it can even be as simple as having him tied for grooming. If he cocks his back leg, again, a very good sign. The fourth sign to recognize in your horse for relaxation is when he lets out a breath. And this can be a small breath, or it can be a really big breath. And a lot of times when you've been working with your horse and it might seem like it's frustrating, things aren't going well, and all of a sudden something clicks in his brain, he'll let out a big sigh. That is an excellent audible sign that your horse is relaxed. And it's something that you can physically hear, so then that should kind of cue your brain in to say, oh, that's a good thing. And the fifth sign that I want you to learn to recognize with your horse for relaxing is standing still. And this is a big one, especially when you're doing groundwork, when your horse is tied, when you're grooming him, when you spray fly spray on him. You want him to get to the point where he is just standing still. And this will take a little bit of work with pressure and release. You put the pressure on. When he does what you ask him to do, you release the pressure. Usually standing still is when you would want to release the pressure. I've had to do this a lot with Ethan for putting fly spray on him, or any kind of spray really, because at first he would dance around and just walk around and like, oh my gosh, this is gonna get me. In time he's learned that the fly spray isn't out to get him, it's not gonna hurt him, So now he just stands still, because if he doesn't stand still, I'm going to make him work until he does stand still. So let's recap that. The 5 signs to watch for relaxation in your horse are licking and chewing, a lowered head, a cocked back leg, he lets out a breath, or standing still. If you can recognize these signs of relaxing in your horse, this will help you on your journey to becoming a more confident rider. So my challenge to you today is to go out and spend some time with your horse. It doesn't have to be a lot of time, let's say 10 minutes. Put him on the lead rope, take him for a walk, or just groom him. And look for at least one sign that your horse is relaxed. And the more you practice looking for the signs of relaxation in your horse, the more comfortable you'll be at it, and it will become a habit. And eventually you'll have all 5 signs down and you'll be like, all right, I get this. And it'll just be kind of natural. This will go so far with helping you in your confidence working around your horse on the ground and in the saddle and whatever else it is that you want to do with your horse. So that is my challenge for you today for this first day of our Confident Rider Challenge. And you don't have to do it every single day, but if you do, you will be a confident rider in 30 days, I promise. And one thing I think it would be fun for you to do is on this first day, go out with your horse and take a picture of him, either before grooming or after grooming, just somewhere, take a picture, get a full body shot of your horse, because we're going to come back and revisit that picture at the end of 30 days and see how our horses have improved. So I challenge you to go spend some time with your horse today, learn the signs of relaxation, and take a photo of him. It doesn't have to be fancy. You can use your iPhone, whatever it is that you have. Just take a picture of your horse to document the first day of our challenge. And if you haven't subscribed already, be sure to click the round subscribe icon. Also, you can make sure you get notified every time I upload a new video by clicking the little bell icon. That way you'll know when I have a new video come out, and you will be on your way to being a more confident rider. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.